We can have different questions. A lot of stuff can happen inside of an actual live phone call, right? So this needs to be somebody that will be able to basically swing left, swing right, and like fight. You ever seen boxing where they're like going through and they're fighting, right? This is your fighter. This is the guy that's right here who's going to go out and fight for you. All right, so in this section, guys, I'm going to teach you guys how to actually master lead generation and prospecting. So now you have your process. Who's all hyped up? 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. And you guys are like, that's not a number, Chad. That's a mix. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Oh, boom, somebody wrote it. 3-0, Matthew, thank you, listening. I didn't say 3-0, I said 3-0. Pay attention, guys. Can't build a process without paying attention. 3-0, 3-0. 3-0. Now everybody all of a sudden wants to put a 3-0 in, right? All right, guys, so mastering prospecting and lead generation, guys. So now you have your factory built, right? Let's just say you went out and you built your house. Okay, this is the foundation, or you didn't build your house, sorry. Ooh. All right, you went here and you have your foundation. We're done. We went here, check. We went and we built our foundation, okay? This is our house, okay? Now I gotta actually start, let's say, building the support beams inside of the house, okay? And I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna build an analogy the whole way I go, and you're just gonna be with me, okay? You're gonna be with me on it. So now we're gonna start building support beams inside of the house to actually support the house, and support is sales, right? You need money. You need money to pay for the house, you need money to pay for all this equipment, right? So how do you go out there and actually do that? How do you go out there and prospect? How do you go out there and prospect? Who wants to learn my prospecting techniques? Who wants to know how exactly I prospect? Drop a 500 in the chat. 500. Woo! We got a lot of 500s. Great. All of you guys, I'll see you inside of the Dash Accelerator program. I'll show you exactly how. Can't show you here. It's too long. It's going to be way too long. Guys, there's several ways. I'll give you a sneak peek though, okay? So now we got to start getting that intake. We got to do prospecting. Okay, prospecting. Now guys, I want you to understand the difference between prospecting and sales. There's two complete differences between this, okay? There's prospecting, then there's sales. Does everybody understand the difference between prospecting and sales? Are you guys on the same page? 400 in the chat. 400 in the chat. You guys understand prospecting is? Okay, so prospecting is you going out and finding your ideal client and laying a little touch point. Boom. Now this prospecting, this can be multiple things, okay? This can be you, and this can be sending an email. You can send a cold email to somebody or a warm email if you have a list, okay? We still good on time, guys? Everything good? Time? Awesome. So email, you can do outbound calls. Right? Whether you want to call it cold calls or warm calls or wherever you have your list from, okay? You can do calls. You guys can do, a lot of you guys are doing like messenger bots if you have a list, right? Messenger bots. Walk-ins. You just walk into a place and prospect, right? There's so many different prospecting costs you, sales pay you, exactly. 100% right, Erica. So there's so many different things that you can do. You can do all these things. There's many more, right? Prospecting can even be creating a video and uploading it to YouTube. And you might not even think of that as prospecting, but it is a way of prospecting, right? You're going out and you're trying to target a specific group, specific niche, specific person, and you're trying to gather their attention. You're waving them down. You're trying to get their attention. I say, hey, I'm here. I'm here. I can offer you these services. And then you're trying to get them interested, right? So here, you're trying to build interest. Okay, here you're trying to build interest. You're trying to get them interested in what you have to have. Now guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about one thing that I'm going to squeeze in here really quick. So in our agency, when we were doing like a shit ton of outbound, and prospecting is outbound, guys, okay? This is outbound. Outbound. This is outbound, okay? We actually do not do outbound anymore in our agency because we're so busy that we only get incoming. Okay, which is like a marketer's dream. It's a business's dream where you can go out and you have so much business that you don't even need to do anything outbound. You don't need to reach out to people, okay? So if you look at this, like This is outbound, right? Going and sending emails, calling, sending message bots, walking into people. It's all outbound style prospecting, okay? So what we had is, let me go to a new one. What we had, actually I'm gonna take a picture of this, one sec, guys. So what we had is what happened was, come on, Pen, are we doing this? We're gonna do this together? All right, good. So we had 3 pillars, right? We had prospecting, okay? No, that's not propating. The first one is not propating, it's prospecting. Guys, so we had prospecting, we had sales, which is closing. Does anybody know what was right here in number 2? Drop it in the chat, I'll send you swag bag. What do we have in the second part? Lead qualifying. Actually, Joe, that's close enough. We'll give it to you. Joe, open up a live chat, we'll give you a swag bag. We had what we call in our industry, this can be fronting, this can be called qualifying. And guys, sorry for my handwriting sucks, but it is what it is because I'm trying to move quick for you guys. You guys hear me, so you'll understand the process. Can we go P&P real quick just so they can see the screen? So we had prospecting, we had friends. So what we used to do is we used to do a shit ton of automation here. So we used to automate. This we used to automate, and then after it was automated, then it would go over here, and then somebody would either qualify this lead, right? They would go in there and qualify, and if it was a qualified lead, and if it was a good fit for us, then bam, they would go over to a sales rep. And you guys are probably wondering, like, why would you like do all of this? Why would you go through? Why wouldn't you just like jump on a phone call with them, right? When you're focusing on volume. Guys, when you're really focusing on volume, you're focusing on large amounts, massive amount of clients. Like, I'll give you an example in our call center. We used to do about 1,000, 1,500 calls a day. Incoming, not outbound. 1,500 incoming calls a day. Talk about breaking a system, right? That was like at our peak. So we used to have our prospecting, used to go out and get all of this information. He used to just shotgun, boom. We used to shotgun everybody. We used to prospect. Get all the people that we want are interested in our services. We used to get them somewhat interested, and then we used to take that, and then we used to have a department, which we used to call our fronters, or we used to have our qualifying guys, right? They used to take that information, take that customer, and then they dissect it. Okay, they go out and they dissect everything, and they make sure that that is actually a good lead for us. And if it's a good lead for us, then they'll drop it into a scheduling call or drop it into a closer's hand. And that closer, this is your guy, right? Right here is your guy. This is your guy that's gonna go out, you fully train him, or this could be you, whatever it is. And then as you scale, you know, you'll build that out, you'll build that process out, okay? But this right here is your closer. This is your highest paid guy. This is the guy that's gonna go out and do the consultations. This is the guy that's gonna go out and close the deals, get that contract signed and get that money in, okay? This is your guy. You do not want this guy dealing with this people because it's going to burn these people out. These people just need to work like a factory, okay? It's very hard, even though sales, you know, when you're talking about like factory and building like this system, right? So sales is very difficult to build like a factory because you're on a call and every call can go a different way. If you've ever done any consultation calls, right? Calls can go a different way, things can happen, right? We can have different questions. A lot of stuff can happen inside of an actual live phone call, right? So this needs to be somebody that will be able to basically swing left, swing right, and like fight. You ever seen boxing where they're like going through and they're fighting, right? This is your fighter. This is the guy that's right here that's gonna go out and fight for you, okay? So what I want you guys to focus on is this, this, and this. You gotta build the system. Thank you, sir. You gotta go out and people are like, how the hell did that keyboard just magically appear? Who did that? That was Carlito. All right, so yeah. So like going back and like this is like what you need. This is the foundation. This is our layers. This is our 3 layers, right? We should prospect, bam, go out, shoot a shotgun, get everybody going out and actually then qualify and do your little fronting approach. And fronting, this can also be used as part of prospecting. So we had fronters here too, which would do like outbound sales. This is in our call center, right? Everybody on the same page with me? Can we drop like a 303 in the chat? Can we wake everybody up? Can everybody get up out of their seats real quick? Let's do a stretch together. Everybody get up out of their seats. Let's do a stretch. Andre said, would this be 3 different people? Eventually, yes, these are 3 different people. A lot of it, at one point, we automated everything here. So I'm going to teach you guys, I'm going to go in like in the Dash Accelerator program, I'm going to go into each one of these in depth, and I'm going to talk about the people and actually how to automate and what we use to automate and the systems and the softwares, and I'm going to be building that with you. You're going to be building like all these automation tools to get this. So go out and do that, boom, shotgun. Get 1,000 leads coming in, bam, right? And then how to actually go and front and qualify and make sure that these are good people. Now this can all be one person, okay? And then once you start getting clients, right? Then you go out and you start shaving this off. You know what? I don't want to do prospecting anymore. You're going to handle the prospecting. I'll do the qualifying and the sales, okay? Or whatever it is, and you chop it off right here, okay? And I'll do the front end, you'll do the back end, and then bam, we're good, okay? So like, this is what you have to have, okay? So when you're going out and you're doing the prospecting and you're doing you're going out and you're doing that whole like sales style strategy, this is the way that you should be building it. Obviously, we'll go more in depth, okay?